In the last 10 months alone, Rodney Smith traveled more than 100,000 miles. Back in June, Churchill Downs president Kevin Flannery said their plans for the Derby could change along the way. And they have, most noticeably, the number of fans that can be inside Churchill Downs on Derby Day. They said the wind is playing a part. The wind can slow them down.
Yeah.
After his father passed, there really wasn't a discussion to be had. Jordan Howard would become the new Mountain Santa. The first week of March was the last time I flew out of CVG, and at the time my plane was about 75% full. It is much lighter here in the airport than then. Of course, a lot has changed. For anyone hoping for a peaceful start to the week,
I can't believe it. He's gone.
they'll have to wait.
He was always helpful. It wasn't a thing he wouldn't do to help someone.
At South 26th and West Broadway, Louisville police investigate an officer-involved shooting.
Oh, Lord! That they would treat that man with dignity.
One man is dead. His name is David McAtee.
God, I pray for every protester out.
Now fired Police Chief Steve Conrad said earlier today both members of LMPD and the National Guard were working to clear a scene around midnight when they were shot at, and both returned fire.
I know the barbecue man all my life, and that was his business right here, where this blue penny is behind you.
Hands up, don't shoot!
At one point Monday morning, the family of the deceased man approached police looking for answers.
God's got him. God's got him.
And upset after 12 hours, the man's body had yet to be removed from the scene.
That's my question. I want to know if it's being held with integrity. Has it been compromised?
You've seen that we're not even allowing anyone on that side of the street.
I didn't see that till now.
As the hours passed, the crowd grew.
Let these people go!
Trying to get all the forensic evidence necessary for the investigation. He is the primary evidence of the case.
That means more waiting for information and an understanding.
And then when I heard about David, my heart just broke in little bitty pieces like fine china you could never put back together.
They already killed somebody last night! For what?
Hopefully, Louisville can find a way to put itself back together. Jonathon Gregg, Spectrum News. Inside a gym
Come on, get it!
that actually sounds like a gym.
Come on!
The boys and girls are back in town.
Just hearing the balls again, just hearing the kids laugh.
And the best part is, you don't need to know the first thing about basketball to see how much fun these kids are having.
You know, these kids have been sitting inside for months now at home, doing their own quarantine, so this gives them a good opportunity to get out here and have a little bit of fun.
In the age of coronavirus, some may project fun and safe are mutually exclusive.
It's been a task, but it's well worth it because these kids, they deserve it.
Though the organizer of this camp says one does not supersede the other.
They got hit by something that is going to be part of history in a lot of different ways, negatively and positively.
UL alum and national champ Robbie Valentine has been running basketball camps for 30 years.
It was a crush. So many talented teams.
This one is a little different.
Every one of you campers.
But Valentine says the sport is bouncing back. Temperature checks and hand sanitizer is dished out when campers arrive.
They're wearing masks while they're sitting around, but while they're out there,
it's game on. During a time when everyone feels like they're missing out, here's a group that's gotten a little bit back.
I've never seen kids not get tired. They're not tired.
Try to get you a stop.
Life changes, but their love for the game stays the same.
That basketball sound, that echo, that hardwood, that's what it's about, man.
In Louisville, Jonathon Gregg, Spectrum News.
This is a sunrise
obviously.
I started skateboarding in 1987. I asked for my first skateboard in 85.
And what you do with it is up to you.
And there's a quote from Jay Adams: "You didn't quit because you got old because you quit." I think I got that right. I always seem to say that backwards.
43-year-old Jeremy Vessels has a shared theory about skateboarding, and it begins at dawn.
It's made everything easier. If I go skateboarding in the beginning of the day, the rest of the day is so easy because skateboarding is super hard.
Vessels is a Kentucky native with West Coast flair. He's been around the block.
I lived in Denver, I've lived in SF, I lived in Portland, Olympia.
And bound to the board for more than 30 years.
And then in 2015, I broke that one. It peeled back all the way, top and bottom. I've had too much coffee at this point.
But it wasn't until he started taking boards apart and grinding them down and putting them back together did he realize
skateboarding sort of drew me into art and expression.
Where skateboarding was taking him next.
I glue the boards together in a huge chunk and then I chop it up.
That's just the beginning, because Vessels is able to create tables like few others can from skateboards nobody wanted.
Every one of those broken skateboards was a learning lesson for somebody to evolve in what they're doing.
Jeremy Vessels says skateboarding taught him at a young age, you've got to be resilient. You've got to ride the wave. So it's no surprise the wave made its way into Jeremy's work.
The history of skateboarding evolved from surfing. The idea that a concrete pool is basically an empty wave, it was on from there.
Vessels has created a wave design in his tables that is hard to imitate.
To be able to take the modern fixed skateboard shape and pull that wave out of there, I feel like I've really done something there.
His tables and artwork live all over the country.
Yeah.
Including his hometown skate shop in Louisville.
It's just insane of how I can, like, you know, just force all the boards kind of like into different shapes and stuff, and just how he can take the old parts and just the different plies and everything.
Vessel's work is definitely getting more attention, and he even sold a single table for more than $5,000.
I mean, I've gotten this far because I believe in myself. And if you want to be successful in life, you have to believe in yourself, manifest the reality that you want, and when it comes, be wholeheartedly thankful for it.
It's true. Anything can happen after that sun comes up.
And I feel like it's the appreciation that I'm so grateful for this.
Jeremy Vessels says no matter what, have no fear and drop in.
The universe just keeps pulling me into the successful realm that I don't even have a say in it anymore. Here you are, you showed up. You called me.
In Louisville, Jonathon Gregg, Spectrum News 1.